It was a salty night, with the smell of damp earth reigning thick in the air, as was typical of Beaufort, South Carolina. The old oak trees swayed lazily with the breeze, and so did the Spanish moss that clung to them, singing a song as old as time itself. For some, it was not a melodic song. It was a song that sang the tales of oppression, of bondage, of slavery. It was the kind of place where even time felt it could not tread freely, slowing down in its pace. It was the home to plantations that are synonymous with the tales of African slaves, free men and women brought here against their will, bought by cruel masters, crushing the God-given right of freedom beneath their dirty feet. It was the place where men like Robert Smalls were born to slave parents, lived their lives as slaves, and died as slaves. Robert Smalls was born in the year 1839 on a plantation owned by a man named Henry McKee. Robert's mother, Lydia, was a house slave. Although she was a slave, she was an intelligent woman, keeping her strength hidden. She had lived long enough to see that a master may be kind, but it does not guarantee freedom. The two terms were as far apart as heaven and earth. Master, freedom. But perhaps it was the kindness of his master that spared Robert from the worst kind of slavery. Slavery would break the spirit of those who had the power to break stones with their bare hands, reducing them to machines with no will of their own, husks of their former selves, forever losing any hope of freedom or even thinking such a thing existed. Robert, though, spent his earlier years barefoot, running through the fields. He fetched things for the McKee family, forever keeping his curious eyes open, observing the world around him with a keen intellect that he kept wrapped like a sacred treasure. His mother, however, wanted to introduce her son to the harsh, bitter truth.